traders, and welcome in a new daily market analysis video. Today is the 19th of May, and this video is brought to you by the market research team at Bio Prime. Let's have a quick look on the markets today. It's somehow stable since yesterday. We didn't have a higher volatility than usual. It's the same, just trading around the same levels for yesterday. So let's have a quick look on the markets. What do we expect and what do we have on our technical analysis and the economic agenda for today? This will be discussed right now. Please stay tuned. Starting as usual with the economic agenda for today, Thursday, the 19th of May. Basically, we have a couple of things to look for. On top of that, basically comes the meeting minutes for the ECB meeting, basically to be released at 11:30 a.m. At GMT time. We also have the initial jobless claims, which is the weekly number. It's not expected to drive any higher volatility than usual unless the numbers are basically a lot higher or lower than the expectations. The forecast is around 200,000 new claims during the last week, which is just around the same level for the previous week. We also have the Philadelphia Federal Manufacturing Index for the month of May and the existing home sales for the month of April. So the numbers and the economic releases expected today, they are important. However, they shouldn't add any higher volatility in the markets during today's trading, which basically gives us some opportunities to trade as per the technical analysis. Let's have a quick look. Basically, the dollar index still trades around the same levels of yesterday roughly. We are currently trading around the 103.55. We mentioned in yesterday's video that we are heading higher. However, it seems that the dollar index is coming back to test the levels of support again of 103.40. Basically, the dollar index at the moment, the key level of 103.40 roughly is the key thing to watch, because basically a break below this level should extend the downward pressure on the dollar index. However, if we for the second time found any bullish price action from here, we will be heading higher again. So the expected movement is something, either a break below to continue the movement to the downside, or basically a bullish price action from here to target again the levels of 104 and then 104.50. So the dollar index is basically on the side. The technical bias is neutral unless and until we see the levels of 103.40. The same basically goes for the euro pound. However, the euro pound, we mentioned in yesterday's video that we are expecting some bearish price action from here, and we mentioned that those levels of 0.8480 roughly should start the downward movement again and should end this upward correction. However, it didn't really start moving to the downside unless like three candles away on the 30 minutes time frame, and on the 5 minutes time frame we can see that we are starting to see a lower high as well as a lower low. So yes, the euro pound, we mentioned during yesterday's video that it is bearish, and it gave us the short signal basically just around 1 hour ago. So we are still expecting a bearish movement to happen on the euro pound. We are targeting the levels of 0.8430 and then 0.8390 roughly, and that's for the euro pound. The pound yen is basically still doing nothing. It's still trading around the levels of support and resistance, 159.60, and again, exactly like the dollar, this is a make or break level. So basically, staying below this level, we should target the levels of 155.60. Staying above basically should continue the movement to the upside, and this should be a false breakout. So we will be watching this level today on the pound versus the Japanese yen. What is happening on gold at the moment is still pretty much nothing, because we still are not able to head higher. However, we are still yet bullish on the gold trading, especially that we're having this sideways range. However, the more conservative approach would be to wait for a break above the 1824 levels, which is the high created yesterday. Whenever we have an upward break, we will basically start and add to our long positions to target the levels of 1835 and then the levels of 1860 on the short time frame. Basically, what is brilliant to me is the US crude oil. We had this brilliant downward move. We mentioned in yesterday's video that we will be having our target set around 108. And basically, we are having this downward movement. And yes, we are still bearish on the US crude oil to target the levels of 102 and then basically the 94.50. That was all for today's daily market analysis video. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for another videos. Please stay safe.